Namaste, friends. Welcome to JewelBuzz by JewelBuzz. My pleasure and honor to welcome today Mr. Nirav Bhansali, Convenor National Exhibitions, GJEPC. Namaste, Nirav Bhai.
Namaste, Steve. Thank you.
Welcome. Always a pleasure talking to you. So, Nirav Bhai, what's the action? What's the report from ground zero at IIJS Tritiya? Everything ready?
Yes, so we are just about there. The show is starting in like a very few days now, and the entire teams, everybody is moved to Bangalore at the site, and we are ready. So it looks like a good show. Things should be okay.
Nirav Bhai, some statistics, the number of booths, exhibitors. Take us through the figures.
This year's Tritiya is by far the biggest Tritiya ever. We are into the third edition of this show, and every year the show has been increasing and the numbers are improving. We are this year expecting 1100 companies and 1900 booths. So last year we had around 1200 booths. We have grown it by over 50% this year. Mind you, this is the third largest show in the country already, and the fourth one is way behind Tritiya. So Tritiya, though it's a baby, is taking giant leaps very fast and trying to catch up with its bigger brothers, the Signature and the Premier. In terms of new companies, we are expecting out of these 1100, almost 400 companies are new companies. So the excitement of participating at Tritiya is increasing year on year. Every year, new companies feel that they should be there, and we are seeing a lot of new companies coming on board. So for the retailers also, there will be a lot of new choice this year.
So some special country pavilions, which will be...
So we don't have country pavilions because machinery, like in jewelry, we have a lot of duty and all those things. So even in Premier or Signature, we just have one international pavilion with very few participating from Middle East, some from Italy here and there. Similarly, we'll have an international pavilion. But the numbers in the jewelry side always stays pretty small because of a lot of import-export problems and selling in India by importing the goods. We'll have a lot of international exhibitors in the machinery section, the IGJME, which is also being concurrently held along with the IIJS Tritiya. We have over 100 companies, and a lot of them from different countries, from Germany, from Spain, from Turkey, from China. So there we are having a lot of international countries participating.
Nirav Bhai, continuing with the figures, the number of visitors expected with a breakup of domestic and foreign, and how many hosted visitors?
We are expecting 15,000 visitors domestic and around 1,000 to 1,200 international visitors. The domestic visitors are coming from across 600 different cities, and international visitors are coming across 50 different countries. But larger part will come through Middle East and the CIS region. That's always been our top visitors for international sections. In terms of visitors, majority, even this time, the larger focus will be on the southern region. We focus our marketing for the show primarily to the 6 states in the south, with Tritiya being a very important festival in the south. So out of 15,000, you can say almost like 40%, 45% will be from the southern regions. But Bombay and the rest of the country also contributes almost half of the show. So, and we are expecting a lot of new visitors. We have focused a lot on the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So we are targeting a lot of small first timers, small exhibitors, different small retailers, different visitors. So hopefully exhibitors will get a new breed of retailers, and similarly retailers will get a new breed of exhibitors.
And the timing is absolutely right for Akshaya Tritiya. So there will be that traffic, right?
Yes, timing is perfect. Only if the gold rate wouldn't have been so volatile and the stock market would have supported, we would have had a fantastic show. But even without that, I think there will be a good amount of interest. Business will happen. And it's still, we have to understand that Tritiya is still only in the third year. So last year was the election year. This year we are having little challenges with stock markets and the gold price jumping up so much. So if you have to give a show at least 7-8 years for it to be in the level of Premier and Signature. Today what has happened is people have started expecting anything out of GJEPC has to be Premier size, Signature size. but we are there. We are reaching there. Our aim is to make this show as important and as special as the premiere and signature, and all the markers are pointing towards that. So very soon we'll be there.
Nirav bhai, just take a phrase you just said. People are always expecting something more, something new. You know, you have an ace up your sleeve when it comes to innovations. So what's new? Some new features, innovations. I bet there's something cooking up.
So we are launching the Select Club also this time, first time ever in Tritiya. So Select Club, which you remember, we started with Premiere and Signature. We had it one edition we have done, and we had great success. Retailers were also very excited, super excited, finding all the couture, high-end designers all in one place. So the feedback was very positive, and we said let's test it in the Tritiya also. And here also the response from the exhibitors is pretty solid. So we have got over 100 exhibitors booths of Select Club. So this is something new that we are having this time. And I think that Select over a period of time is going to have its own place. It's going to be like a show by itself. And India will be able to showcase its design talent and manufacturing skills and quality craftsmanship to the world through this pavilion.
On this talk show, and even when I've met you, personally at various trade shows, this is a question I've often asked you. So I'm not asking you because it's repetitive, but because it's relevant. How do you ensure a show that is environmentally friendly and sustainable?
So you know that for IIJS, environment is a very important aspect that we consider. So we started with our One Earth initiative, and we started by planting trees, but we don't stop at planting trees. We want to really go to a level where we can claim that IIJS is carbon neutral. And we internally we have put a target of 2031 as a timeline by when we will be completely carbon neutral. This year, what we have added to our past initiatives is we are getting rid of flex. So you will see almost 95% of the flex will be eliminated from the show. Some places where we have not been able to find an alternative, that is there, but that will also go away from the next show onwards. So electricity, trees, flex, paper, these are the things that we are doing. The badges we have removed, so a lot of paper we have saved over there. In the toilets, we have got air dryers instead of tissue papers. There we have saved. The next initiative that we are working on, and I'll be very proud when we launch that, which is not very far, hopefully premiere, is that we are going to get rid of the plastic bottles. We consume a lot of almost like 2 million bottles every show. So the numbers for IIJS, everything is pretty big. So 2 million bottles we are using, and we want to get rid of the plastic that is harming the environment. So we are working on some material that is recyclable, and we are almost there. Just the manufacturing to scale couldn't happen this year and by Tritiya. But I'm very confident by premiere the team will be able to reach there also. And we are also appointing a global consultant who will study our entire show and tell us how much carbon we are actually producing and the best way and areas where we can work on. That will help us becoming carbon neutral by 2030-31. So this is where we are going towards in our focus for environment.
Nirav bhai, before letting you go, your personal take now, Akshay Tritiya is coming. What the expectations, and if you can echo the sentiments of the trade and industry?
So one thing I've been very vocal about since the past 1.5 years is that this is really India's time. The whole decade belongs to India. You can say from 2020 to 2030, 2040. I think these 10-15 years are the golden period of India for every business. And jewelry sector is no different. It's the best time for being into the jewelry sector in India. It's 10% of India's GDP, growing at 10%, lot of organized retail news players, existing players expanding, happening very fast. So it's a great opportunity. And I think our Indian exhibitors, retailers, manufacturers, you media, everybody is making the most out of it. It's a phenomenal opportunity. So there will be short-term blips here and there on this journey, 10-year journey. But if you'll see the graph, the starting point and the end point, it's a very steep graph that will go all the way up, and it's just going higher and higher. So I think that we should not be bogged down by these small challenges, this gold price and stock markets and slow down for some period or some minor
Geopolitical
changes that
tension
keep
is what you talk
happening.
about.
Global political tension, America with this new president Trump coming in, Russia, Ukraine. I think these things will keep happening. What we have to see is the larger picture, and the larger picture is very, very positive, very bright. And if you will focus and follow this on this path, I think there is a great business opportunity for everybody. And we at GJEPC and especially at IIJS, we have taken it upon ourselves that we'll make the most of this opportunity available to our members in whatever way we can. So our philosophy and the fundamental that we work with is let's make business really easy for everyone. Let's get the best of the customers to these events, to these shows. Let's provide them, train the people in exports and all the compliances and all the different nitty-gritties of the business. Let's make machinery is a very important show that we are focusing on this one area. We want to make India the machinery and the technology capital of the world for gems and jewelry. People should not only buy, Indians should not only be visiting it, but all over the world, people should come to India to attend the symposiums, to attend see the tech revolution happening in India and elsewhere. And we make it available to everyone. So we have IGJME over here in Tritiya also. We have 100 companies exhibiting over there. But we want to take machinery to a different level. Over the next 1-2 years, I think you will see that not only machines from all over the world, but even other technologies, AI, ML, whatever you can think of, the new thing that is coming up in the world that's changing the world so fast, will all be available to our members. So GJEPC's role is very, very clear. We want to make this sector. This is one sector where we can truly claim that we are beating anybody, any country in the world. The diamond and the same thing we want to repeat in the gold sector and the other gems and jewelry sectors. And we at IIJS will make business very easy for everyone. In no time, IIJS, all 3 editions are going to be listed among the top 5-7 shows in the world, and we will provide a great platform to our members.
That was the motivating and encouraging ending comments from Mr. Nirav Bhansali, as usual.
One more thing I would like to add to this, Steve, that I would like to give one more message to our viewers that GJEPC is launching the Saudi show. And I personally would vouch for it very strongly. I've been there many times. I've seen the market myself. I know the opportunity that is there. A lot of people feel that they don't know about Saudi. It's a hidden world. It's little, we don't want to go there because we don't know much about it. But I'll tell you, Saudi is open for business. They really mean business. The consumption of jewelry, gold, diamonds is by far the biggest amongst the GCC countries. I would say Saudi is equal to all of GCC put together. And since it's a little new market opening up after long, people have apprehension. That apprehension can only be solved by GJEPC. So if you take part in an event by GJEPC in Saudi, which has the blessing of the Indian government and the Saudi government, there is no better platform. We are going to do a very big show, get all the top Saudi customers to visit over there. And whoever is interested in selling to GCC, Middle East, or exports, I would really recommend that take part over here. This is one place, if you are an early mover, if you start now, you will see the great results in 2-3 years time, which will not be available once you miss the boat. This is the time to enter Saudi, and GJEPC is going to be your platform that will give you this easy access to this market, help you export, duties, customs, regulations, all this GJEPC can only handle. So I would recommend that everybody who is interested take part in Saudi JEX, trust GJEPC, come there and really explore this new market. And I'm sure it will add a lot of business to your exports and to your ambitions.
Our best wishes to all your endeavors in Saudi and all across the world and India. As usual, a pleasure talking to you, Nirav Bhai. Thank you for your valuable insights and time.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve, and thank you, JewelBuzz, and thank you all the media for the amazing work that you have been doing for the industry. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.